Good morning, grade 9! How are you today? I hope you are doing well. Before we start our discussion, may I call on Gab to please lead the prayer? Amen. Hi! I'm teacher Shaira Pitak Bobo, one of the interns of the University of Mindanao, taking up Bachelor of Secondary Education major in English, and I will be your teacher for this morning. Okay, so before we proceed to our main discussion, let me impose first our online classroom rules. You only need to remember the LOVE. L stands for listen carefully, O is to observe diligently, V is to visualize your ideas, and E is to enjoy the discussion. By the way, class, for your attendance, just type in your full name in the chat box, and if you can turn on your cam, it will be highly appreciated. Let's have a recap first. Last meeting, I have discussed about relevance of one's idea. Plus, again, what is the difference between truth and relevance? Yes, Michael, you raise your hand. Okay, that's correct. Truth is, it is how appropriate something is to what is being said at a given time. However, relevance, it is proven by fact or sincerity. Okay, very good kay class, no? Kay naka-remember pa mo. Let's have an activity. For activity number 1, arrange me. You need to arrange the following jumbled letters to form a meaningful word based on the description given below. So, naamo i-arrange class and dili po kayo siya tantong lisod kay nama siya picture and napo siya clue sa ubos. Okay, so these are 5 items and every item hatagan ta mo og 5 seconds. Then, you can utilize the chat box for your answers. Okay, again, I want you to participate since your participation will be graded. Am I clear, class? Okay, very good. Number 1. What do you think is the answer? Clue is, this provides an opportunity to hear expert people to discuss a specific issue or topic in front of an audience. Okay? I can see answers na po. Hapit na, gamay na lang. Okay, so nanay nakatama, no? So, let's see what is the answer. The correct answer is panel discussion. Okay, so mga nag-answer of panel discussion, then you're correct. Number 2. Okay, what do you think is the answer? He or she closes the discussion and provides a summary of panel presentation and discussion. Predator? No, that's not correct. Okay? Hapit-hapit na. Medyo ang dator, kitama na to siya. Okay, so naanay nakatama. The correct answer, class, is moderator. Okay, very good. For number 3. Dali ra kaya siya, class, no? Kay bisag basahon nimo kay na kay idea. So they are considered most important in panel discussion and also a panel discussant. Okay? Nanay nakatamag answer. The correct answer is panelist. Okay. So number 4. This must involve an important conflict of values and interest in port as a tropical question, a hypothetical incident, a student experience, an actual case, etc. So what do you think? So kani siya no kay rampant na ni siya, rampant. Rampant na, unsa man? What? Okay, very good. Nanay nakatamog answer. The correct answer is issue. Okay, so number 5. Dali na kayo di siya. The maximum and workable number of panelists in a panel discussion. So, maximum ni siya sa mga number of panelists. High five! Okay, very good. The correct answer is 5. Very good, class. Let's give yourself a round of applause. Okay, so based on our activity karon class, What have you noticed with the words generated during the activity? What were the words all about? Ano sa kaya? Or what insights have you gained during the activity? How do these words relate with each other? Okay, so right now, class, do you have any idea what will be our topic for this morning? Panel, discussion, moderator. Okay, habit na. Okay, so our topic for this morning is all about panel discussion. Do you have any idea what is panel discussion? Okay, so you can utilize the chat box for your answers. Yes, Mark, you raise your hand. Okay, that's a good answer. At the end of the lessons, the students will be able to first define what is panel discussion. Second, determine the guidelines for conducting a panel discussion. And the last one, judge the relevance and worth of ideas, soundness of author's reasoning, and effectiveness of presentation. Every great event planner knows that the key to a successful event is an engaging environment. Okay, so now let's define what is panel discussion. Micah, can you please read the definition of panel discussion? Okay, thank you for that. Panel discussion is designed to provide an opportunity for a group to hear several people knowledgeable about a specific issue or topic and present information and discuss personal views. When told to put together something large-scale, such as convention or conference, a panel discussion should be one of the first session formats that come to mind. What is the difference between moderator and a panelist? Okay, so let's discuss first what is moderator. Gab, can you please read the definition of moderator? Okay, very good. Thank you for that. The moderator leads the discussion by presenting questions to the panelists, ensuring the discussion stays on track, and oftentimes will pull audience question for the panelists to answer. So, kumbaga, mura sila assistant sa panelist. Since panels are supposed to be natural in discussion, it's important that the moderator guides the panelists in the right direction to ensure the audience receive the most waste. However, panelist, Luke, can you please read the definition of panelist? Okay, very good. While panelists, it is they're responsible for presenting their perspective on a provided session topic through conversation, engagement, and debate with fellow panelists. So class, these are the guidelines for conducting a panel discussion. Class, there are 6 guidelines for conducting a panel discussion. Number 1, you need to select a thought-provoking topic. So, unsa man ni siya? The most important piece to remember when choosing your panel topic is that it should have some buzz in the industry. So, dapat talk of the town siya karon. Unsa may mga talk of the town karon yung mga issue like Earth, katong saving Earth, katong to about sa mga scientists, example na. Meaning, it's important enough that your panelists will care and have an opinion on it. Make sure that the topic isn't too general or you will quickly find your discussion veering off and becoming unfocused. So, dapat unsa ganito siya class, dapat specific siya, not too general para dili mawala sa focus ang mga panelists nimo kay medyo broad manggod kay siya. Okay, so number 2, you need to choose your skillful moderator. Kung ka sa topic, second is to choose your skillful moderator. So, unsa may mga qualities nga dapat ginapangitan nato sa isa ka moderator. Moderators don't have to be expert on your chosen topic. So, no need na nga expert kay sila, knowledgeable kay sila. However, they will definitely help you to keep your discussion seamless and moving on track. Okay, so assistant ni sila. The most important quality you must look for when selecting your moderator is that they have the ability to lead a large group of people. So dapat leader sila, how sila mo lead og mga tao, how sila mo handle og mga tao. They should be assertive, confident, yet kind and likable. So dapat leader ang naay sense of leadership ang ginapangita nimo nga moderator. Okay? So number 3, human naman ta sa pagpangitag topic sa moderator, dito na pud ta sa panelist. Pick out your panelist. Now it's time for the fun part. So lingaw daw ni siya mangita og panelist. Choose anywhere from 3 to 5 people to sit on your panel. So maximum is 5, minimum is 3. Any more than 5 will create an overpower dynamic. Have you ever heard the phrase, too many cooks in the kitchen? Well, that phrase applies in this case. You should also conduct thorough research on the people you're choosing. Dapat mag-background check. You'll want to make sure they are qualified on the topic and have done speaking engagement in a part to ensure they are great presenters. So, dapat mangita ka og kanang panelist, dapat naa sila background about anang nga topic. Syempre nung na imong gipili nga panelist is walay ka idea about ana inyong gipili nga topic. So, it is very wrong. Last, but certainly not the least, make sure that the people you choose are diverse, malawak og isip. This cannot be stressed enough. Make sure your panelists have diverse backgrounds, educations, experiences, and so on. It will make for much a better panel. Trust me. So number 4 class is to introduce the moderator for the panelist. Of course, dapat i-introduce yun sa class kay syempre no, lain kayo ka nang during the event. Hala, asa si moderator? Ala, kinsa na siya? Kinsa ng panelist? Di ba lisod kayo no? It's a good idea to introduce all your panel participants before the day of the event. Unsa gito siya? Before, dili during. This can be over a meal, so pwede siya while nag-eat, a network event, or even just casual introducing by mingling. This not only creates a less awkward environment, but it allows everyone to get to know each other's personalities before they engage with them in front of an audience. This preface will help for the conversation to flow naturally on the stage. For reference, just think about your conversation dynamic with a stranger versus someone you have been getting to know for a little while. So, asa may mas, so, example lang nino kay kanang like makikistorya ka sa stranger and makikistorya ka sa nakaila na nimo. Di ba lahi lang, dili siya though less awkward na siya, tapos mas nakaila pa nimo ang kana nga tao. And also, this introduction is specifically important for your moderator as well. Your moderator will be able to pick up traits and tendencies that the panelists have and thus be able to better lead the discussion since he or she knows what to expect. So number 5, you need to prepare the questions and prompts. Okay, so it is very important nga, ready ka always, naka-prepare. If the moderator you've selected is a topic expert, so mas advantage yun kung topic expert ang moderator, you will want to collaborate with him or her on the questions. Make sure they are open-ended and have specific elements of each panelist background so they can able to answer it excitedly. Make sure you don't have one kanang nakay favoritism ba, so dapat dili inana ang moderator. Make sure the questions are a level playing field where everyone feels that they can provide the value for the discussions. So dapat ang mga questions is dili bias. Okay? So dapat level lang kanang panelist. Okay, so the last one is you need to set up the room properly. Okay, so set up the room properly. It is important that there is formality in the room setup. Make sure the room arranged in a way that encourage every member to participate, even the audience. So, sa ito class, number 1, select a thought-provoking topic. Number 2, choose your skillful moderator. Number 3, pick out your panelist. Number 4, introduce the moderator to the panelist. Number 5, prepare the questions and prompts. And number 6, set up the room properly. Okay, class, so nasabtan ra ba? Do you have any questions, clarifications, or violent reactions before we proceed to our activity number 2? Okay, so none so far. Let's proceed to activity number. So this is the instruction. Statement below are taken from President Obama's "There Were No Winners" address. Identify which among the following statements contain factual information. These are statements that can be verified, are proven to be true or false. Or subjective content involves judgment, feeling, opinion, intuition, or emotion rather than factual information. So write F if it is factual information, and S if it's subjective content. Okay, so class, I will give you 5 minutes to answer, and just write your in a piece of paper, class. Then later on, isend siya diri sa chat box, class. Tapos isahan lang impay ang say answer nimo na number 1 hangtod 7, isahan lang siya pag send, class, kay i-check na ko, i-record na ko later. Okay, so start na mo, class. Okay, so 2 minutes. Okay, I believe buragoman naman ata ang tanan. Then class, send na your answers in the chat box. Okay, isend na po. Okay, I will wait for 1 minute para masenda ninyo inyong mga answers. Please, no cheating, please, please. Mag-self-checking ta karon, class, ha? Okay, so after mahuman na ta rasyo kay isend inyong mga answers. Okay. So, let's have number 1. There were no winners in this government shutdown. What do you think is the answer? It is factual information or subjective siya? Okay, so most of your answers are letter S. So that's correct. It is subjective content since judgment lang siya or feeling lang siya sa isa ka persona. Number 2, at the time when our economy needs more growth and more jobs, the manufactured crisis of these last few weeks actually harms jobs and growth. What do you think is the answer? Okay, so sagol siya na ay F, by S. Okay, so the answer for number 2 is letter F. It is a factual information since it can be proven to be true or false. Okay. Number 3, the way business is done in Washington has to change. What do you think is the answer? Okay, sagol gyapon ang answer na naga-F, na naga-S. Okay, so the correct answer is letter S, since it is only a judgment or feeling of a person. Number 4, first, we should sit down and pursue a balanced approach to responsible budget, one that grows our economy faster and shrinks our long-term deficit further. What do you think is the answer, class? Okay, very good. It is a factual information since it can be proven to be true or not. Number 5, second, we should finish the job of fixing our broken immigration system. There's already a broad coalition across America that is behind this effort, from business, faith leaders to law enforcement. It would grow our economy. It would be secure for our future. Okay, what do you think is the answer for number 5? Okay, so most of your answers are letter F. Okay, that's correct since it can be proven to be true or false. Sige, si number 6. Gab, you raise your hand. Do you want to answer? Okay, so the Senate has already passed a bill with strong bipartisan support. Okay, Gab, what do you think is the answer for this? Okay, that's correct. It is factual information since it can be verified to be true or false. Number 7. Okay, si Luke daw mag-answer. Okay, your answer is? Okay, very good. It is subjective content since it is only a feeling or opinion. Plus, send na sa inyong scores sa chat box. Tanawon na ko if kinsa ang atong highest karon. Nai naka 6. 6 pala ako nakita. Wala naka-perfect. Ala, nai naka-perfect. Okay, very good. Very good. So, nai naka-perfect 7 and I think ang pinakababa nga score is 4. Okay. Job well done, class. Okay, so let's proceed to our asynchronous task. Okay, so for your asynchronous. Okay, class, so this is the instruction. You need to identify the following current issues that are being described in each number. Okay, so later mag-send po ako ng link ng Google Forms since dito man ninyo siya i-answer po. So the deadline is next week, Wednesday po. And if you have some questions and clarifications, you can directly email me. Okay, class, are there any questions, clarifications, or violent reactions? Okay, none so far. Thank you, grade 9, for participating in today's discussion. I really appreciate it. And I really hope that you learned something from today's discussion. Again, my name is Teacher Shaira Pitakbobo, one of the interns of the University of Mindanao. Bye, class. Thank you so much, and God bless.